ensure that the amount reimbursed is correct. Okay, the next page after this reimbursement is the summary of expense, right? Okay, summary of expense is just purely because if you don't have 10 items, if you have more than 10 items in one reimbursement form, you can use the summary of expense to have more entries. So so on the first line here, you just have to state refer to summary of expense on the next page, and then after that, you'll refer to the next page where all your expenditures will be. So don't fill up expenditure here 1 to 10, then on behind page another summary of expense. Down here you should just put refer to summary of expense. Okay. Okay, receipt of acknowledgement. A few cups will have to use this. Okay, what's this for? Okay, for example, if a shop doesn't give out a receipt, so what do? Okay, you can actually use this receipt of acknowledgement. Another way you should use it is, let's say your event gives out cash prizes, and you have no way to get a proof that you actually give out cash prizes. You should be using this receipt of acknowledgement. Okay, so let's say I win the top prize for your event, $500. Okay, input your event name. So this will be my name, my NRIC, and then the purpose is just cash prize, the amount $500. Then I'll have to sign off. Okay. Okay. Another example is, of course, if you go to a 猪茶 store and you buy food there, then you have to use this form. Okay. Okay. Okay, another thing is transport, public transport and transport claims. Okay, public transport, you definitely get a receipt for example, taxi. Okay, taxi always ask for receipt. Anything you spend on for an event, you can ask for receipt if it's for the event's purpose. Okay, reasons you can use taxi is to carry bulky items. That's one example. So you just have to fill out the transport claim form. Okay, the name of claimant, okay, must be the same as the person who is reimbursing. Okay, same person. It cannot be different, if not you have to do a declaration. Okay, so it's the same. Just have your reimbursement forms, the receipts, the taxi receipts, and then every taxi receipt you have an extra transport claim form. Okay. Most people claim for taxi lah. They don't claim for MRT or bus, because it will be a few cents or a few dollars. Yeah, but if you really don't wish to spend your money on event, your own money for the event, you can always do this. Okay, it is for the event's purpose, and you shouldn't be paying out of your own pocket any amount. All the amount should be reimbursed to you guys. Okay, any questions so far? No? Let's move on. Okay, a few pointers to note about reimbursements as well. When receipts are in foreign currency, okay, there are a few. For example, border active. They have people from Korea or Japan. Okay, then maybe they have professional cases to come here, and then after that they reimburse them in the foreign currency. So if you have foreign currency, you have to attach another copy of the exchange rate of that day when purchase was made. So let's say you buy a plane ticket in a Korean currency, then you want to get reimbursed in Sing dollars. So what you do, you go to Yahoo Finance and then get the purchase day exchange rate, and then print it out and then attach it with the reimbursement forms. Okay, submission for reimbursement within 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm going to follow this quite strictly. Okay, because one reason is because a lot of students submit faded receipts and it's very dodgy. Not dodgy, but it is a faded receipt. Sometimes students just submit a plain piece of paper. Of course, it is a receipt. Yeah, we know it's a receipt, but there's no proof or any number on it. So we cannot see anything. So how are we going to tell whether the amount is correct or not? So please, if you have a receipt and you know you're going to submit it quite some time later, do a scan of it first. So at least if there's a blank piece of paper submitted, you have a proof to back it up that you scanned it before, and that's the amount. Okay? But all reimbursements you must submit the original copies, even if it's a blank piece. Okay? So submission of reimbursements within 3 weeks. Once you pay for an item, get a receipt within 3 weeks, make sure you do the reimbursement forms. Okay, this to prevent fading receipts and also from your processing your reimbursements to drag on. Okay, common reasons for OFS to reject your forms. This is very important because it will affect how long you take to get your reimbursements back. First, okay, I've experienced that there was purchase of alcohol for event. Okay, OFS doesn't encourage that, or rather our Dean of Students doesn't encourage the purchase of alcohol for events in case it becomes a party. So if there is a need, for example, there was Border Active where they have to purchase beer for their foreign counterparts because beer is actually culture for them. So it is justified that you can purchase alcohol for them. Yeah. So of course this requires approval from the in charge, our in charge from SRC officers. Okay, next I already told you about is faded receipts. If the receipts are faded, you have to do a declaration on the site. Okay, so if you have a faded receipt, like what I told you, do a scan to have a proof. Okay, attach it with the faded receipt. And also on top of that, this when you paste the faded receipt on an A4 piece of paper, and the side of the faded receipt, do a declaration. Just state that I, your name, and then just declare that the amount on the faded receipt is this amount. Then sign off. And I'll do a countersign as well. So that others can process it. If not, if there's no declaration and they can't see the number, they will ask us to do a declaration. Clear so far? Okay, next, names on receipt. Okay, please, I know sometimes students, when they submit, or rather you as a treasurer, you want to have a clear understanding of who paid what for the event. So some of you might write the person's name on the receipt. So when you write the person's name on the receipt, originally most receipts don't have the name of the person who's paying, right? So when you write the person's name, then you as a treasurer want to, for example, reimburse for everyone. So you reimburse, get back all the money, then you want to pay back. Okay, it will take a lot more time. So try not to write the name of the person who you're collecting on the receipt. Just leave it as it is. If there's no name, they won't question who is getting the reimbursements. But if you do write the name, or there is a name on the receipt, some invoices they have name, right? So if you contact a supplier and they send you an invoice, they will direct it to the person's name. Okay, so if it has the person's name, so just make sure that the reimbursement must go to that person. If not, the person who is getting the reimbursement, the person who is reimbursing must do a declaration on that invoice to say that, okay, so and so has reimbursed me. So no, the person's name, let's say Franklin, invoice is issued to me with my name, Franklin. Okay, but the person who is helping me reimburse is my treasurer, or for example, Wai Hao want to help me reimburse. The payee's name is Wai Hao, right?